Hey, Dad.
Yeah, bud.
I got in trouble at school today for sticking up to a bully.
Really, what happened?
Well, he was picking out my friend Margaret, so I marched over there and I asked him if he's the only child. And he says, no, but I'm the oldest. I said, okay, I'll call you Pancake from now on. He says, Pancake? Why? I said, hey, listen, because the first one's always a mistake.
Teacher says, little Johnny, I got a riddle for you. What's the one thing you can always count on when things go wrong? Little Johnny says, Teach, that's easy. You can always count on me. Teacher says, well, the correct answer is your fingers, but I like the way you're thinking. Well, little Johnny smiles and says, all right, teacher, I got one for you. What's the one thing that a man has that's round and hard and sticks so far out his pajamas that you can hang a hat on it? Teacher says, little Johnny, you go to the principal's office. He says, what for? It's a head, but I like the way you're thinking.
Hey, Dad.
Yeah, bud.
Aunt Karen's really mad at me.
Really, why? What happened?
Well, I was at her house and she was trying on clothes, and she thought the clothes made her look fat. And she asked me, Dommy, do these clothes make me look fat? And then I said, hey, listen, it's not that you look fat, it's just that you're a whole lot easier to see.
No! You are in trouble for that one. I'm sorry. You're in trouble.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, bud, I was fooled today.
Good, but I tried to pick up this girl from Texas.
How'd that go?
Well, she told me she's way too old for me. And I said, hey, listen. Cowgirls are like cow pies. The older they are, the easier they are to pick up.
So today I called up my grandpa. I asked him how he was doing. He says, well, Jimmy, I got a story to tell you. Today I went down to the government building because I was going to apply for Social Security. Well, I went up to the desk and the lady told me I needed my wallet. I said, oh, ma'am, I forgot my wallet. Is there anything else I can do? She says, as a matter of fact, you can. Why don't you just unbutton your shirt a little bit so I can see your chest hair? So naturally I obliged, and she says, well, it's wide enough and I think that you're of age, so I'll give it to you. So I went home and I told your grandma exactly what happened. You know what she said? I said, no, Grandpa, what'd she say? She told me, why don't you just unbutton and pull your pants down and show her that, because you could have collected disability too. Nope. Hey, John, want to hear a joke? Yep. Well, Johnny turned 18 and he started working at the post office. Well, he was delivering mail one day, and at the end of the day, he went to this apartment complex and this woman opened the door wearing nothing but a robe. Well, they got to talking a little bit, and her robe slipped open, and he could see everything. She notices this. She says, come inside. I hear somebody coming. Well, they get inside. She drops her robe, and she says, well, what do you think is my best feature? He says, well, ma'am, I believe it's probably your ears. She says, my ears? She says, look at my nice full breasts, my tight butt, my thin waist, and there's not a blemish on me. And why would you say my ears? He said, well, ma'am, when you said you heard somebody coming, that was me. Teacher says, little Johnny, I got a riddle for you. What kind of tree can you fit in your hand? Little Johnny says, that's easy, Teach. You can fit all trees in your hand as long as they're a seed. She says, well, the correct answer is a palm tree, but I like the way you're thinking. Little Johnny says, all right, Teach, I got one for you. Some people like to be on the top, and some people like to be on the bottom, but it always involves a bed. What am I? Teacher says, little Johnny, you go to the principal's office. He says, what for? I'm a bunk bed, but I like the way you're thinking.
Hey, Dad.
Yeah, bud.
Well, another girl broke up with me.
What happened this time?
Well, she keeps saying that I keep saying that everything's her fault. And I said, hey, listen, I'm not saying that everything's your fault. I'm just blaming you. And there's a huge difference.